What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 9, episode 3. I've been getting some really great feedback because I guess not a lot of people really review the show. So thank you, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Drop it in them comments. Let's go ahead and get started. So we are in the Bahamas. Now let me tell y'all something. I have been to the Bahamas. I've been to the Bahamas so many times that I don't never want to go to the Bahamas again. However, if I could go like they going, count me in. First, they take a private jet to the resort that the resort sent them, okay? Then they get there, and all of them are staying in suites. Now, Dorit and Lisa Vanderpump are staying in the chairman's suite, honey. That's a suite that's a whole nother level of suite, okay? It's basically a house. It's just a house on the top floor. It's beautiful. But everybody is staying in the suite. And y'all know my girl, Erica Jane. Y'all know I love me some Erica Jane, right? Erica Jane walks in her room and her glam squad is already there, set up, ready to rock and roll. Honey, they got her hair hanging up on a rack. And you know what I love about Erica? Because this is why I love Erica. Erica keeps shit so real. Erica was like, look, everybody in this group can afford a glam squad. They're just too cheap to do it. Don't be mad at me. I ain't mad at you, boo. I just wish, look, I don't know how to do hair, nails, or makeup. But can I be in your glam squad? I just want to travel like they travel. That's it. I just want to roll with you. Because I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. So they're going to have drinks on the terrace at Dorit's suite. And Lisa is still picking, you know. But I think it's a mixture of who Lisa really is. Because Lisa she's that person. And her grieving. This whole, I'm going to say 70% of this episode was really dealing with how Lisa is processing and grieving. And as someone who has lost a brother, and I didn't lose a brother to suicide. However, I did lose a brother to the side effects of bad decisions. Okay. I can understand. I was going to say I cannot, but I can understand somewhat, because everybody's journey is different. Everybody's grief is different. But I can understand losing a sibling, right? It is a lot. And it comes and goes. Like some days you are great, and then something could happen and just trigger a memory or something, and it's a lot, especially that first year, you know. And so I get it. And then you just add in Lisa has a very cold fish personality, I'm gonna keep it to myself, keep it, built into me type personality. You add that in, and that's another layer there, right? So Dorit is trying to talk to Lisa, and Lisa is like, she's like, Lisa, I just, with everything you've gone through, I'm glad you came on this trip. I think you just really need it. If you need us, we're here. And Lisa's just kind of giving her the yeah, thanks, don't want to talk about it yet, thanks. Don't want to talk about it yet, thanks. And you see the other girls sort of bonding, they're eating lunch and just kind of talking and getting to know each other and everything. And Kyle and Teddy are sharing a suite, okay? And they get to talking about the situation with the dog. Now let me tell y'all something. This situation with the dog, I think, falls under the category of, because I was going to say rich people problems, but it's not really a rich people problem. As someone who doesn't have a pet, I guess, it falls under the category of, I don't get it as somebody who doesn't have a pet. I do understand how dedicated Lisa is to dogs and to saving dogs. And I definitely understand how that could be a pet peeve with this whole dog situation. Like, I get it. But anyway, we all end up on the terrace having drinks. Now, poor Denise. Denise is not ready for this group, okay? All the rest of them are decked out, fabulous, full face. And Lisa told her. Lisa said, look, with this group, everything is a dressy occasion. She said, however, whatever you bought is whatever you bought, girl. Like, she said, and at the end of the day, there's a shop, they probably got every designer store at this resort, from Louis Vuitton on down to Chanel, honey. Or is it Chanel on down to Louis Vuitton? Anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. She said, if you feel like you need to add something, go ahead and buy it. Now, Lisa had on this beautiful Lisa Vanderpump. She had on this beautiful like caftan. It was almost, it had like a Indian flavor to it. It was really beautiful. She looked really nice. And then my girl Erica showed up in some pajamas, honey. But you know, like the trend that everybody, the pajamas that, but you wearing them out, but they look like pajamas, you know. And so she looked fabulous with her ponytail down her back, honey. She said it was a 70-inch ponytail, honey. Get into that. And like I said, in poor Denise, she showed up in a little white top and some white shorts. And the funny thing is, that's how I would have, you know what I mean? Like, that's, you somebody invites you to their hotel room to have drinks on the terrace or on their balcony. That's how you show up. You know, who gets fully dressed to go have drinks in somebody else's hotel room, right? But, honey, Denise, you got to know you're running with a whole different crowd now, boo. You're running with a whole different crowd, and I'm going to need you to get into it. I'm going to need you to understand that you are now hanging with the Housewives of Beverly Hills, and that's a whole nother situation, okay? Now, Kyle and Lisa go off to the side to talk. And the conversation, the conversation that Kyle was having with Teddy was basically, she was like, look, it's clear that Lisa is still angry with Dorit. You know, the digging that she kept doing with Dorit, it's clear that she's still got a little problem with Dorit and this whole dog situation. So Kyle stirring the pot. Because see, to me, a lot of this situation were outsiders stirring the pot. But we're going to get there. So Kyle going to say to Lisa, are you still mad at Dorit? And Lisa was like, no, like I dealt with it. It's over. We handled it. It's done. She was like, you sure? I mean, it seems like you're still mad at her. And Lisa was like, I'm good. Like, let it go. I'm good. So then she, you know, Lisa is talking to Kyle because, you know, Kyle and her sisters sort of fell out over the show American Woman. And I actually reviewed American Woman. Go back and look at some of them, those reviews. It was actually a pretty decent show. And I don't know if it's a season 2 or not, but it was actually a pretty decent show. But it's loosely based on their childhood. And so her sisters were angry at Kyle for doing the show because they felt like they were telling too much of the family business and maybe portraying her mom in a not so nice way. And in case you guys don't know, you know, Kyle's sister is, we know Kim because Kim was on the show, but the sister we don't always hear a lot about, she's actually the Hilton. She's the one that's married to the Hilton heir, and, you know, Paris Hilton and her sister, I forget her sister's name. That's her niece. Her nieces, excuse me. So that's the sister that she's still not speaking to. She said her and Kim have sort of made up a little bit, but her and the other sister, nothing. They're not speaking at all. And she said it's been a while. And Lisa was telling her, Lisa said, look, as somebody who just lost a sibling, you know, she said, me and my brother, we fought. She said, but for the life of you right now, I can't tell you anything we fought about. She said, and I just would urge you to please, you know, just reach out. Try to make it right. You know, I've been there, and, you know, where I am now, I would want my brother back over anything else, you know. And again, get it. Been there, done that. So, then Lisa Rinna walks up on him, and, you know, Lisa, she's like, hey, what's going on? You know, what's up? And, you know, Lisa can smell gossip a mile away. So the minute she walks up, they stop talking because they started talking about this whole dog situation again. And so Lisa's like, well, what's going on? Here go Kyle. Because all Kyle had to say was, girl, nothing. We were just talking about her brother, and she's, you know, and change the subject. If you didn't really want to have the conversation, you didn't have to. So she said something about Lisa being mad at Dorit. And, of course, Lisa Rinna is like, well, what's she mad at Dorit for? And Lisa said, Vanderpump says, I don't want to talk about it. So Kyle is sitting there like, ooh, I want to say something. I want to say something. I want to say something. So, you know, Rinna is like, well, you know, y'all don't want to tell me what's going on? What's up? Lisa said, I don't want to talk about it. Now, see, at the end of the day, we'll get there. We'll get there. So that was pretty much how things went down on the terrace. You know, they got Teddy was telling a story about her family and how she got her name and, you know, all that good stuff. You know, a little chit-chat. They had a good conversation. So the next morning, they're getting ready. They again, another thing about this resort, they have their own private beach, honey. And Dorit rented out the private beach just for them for the day. Let me tell you something. I don't know how much money this resort paid Bravo for this, honey, but if you and if anybody is in any way, shape, or form financially able to go to this resort, it is they whatever money they paid Bravo, they are getting their money's worth. Now, I've been to private beaches before through cruise lines. You know, cruises, you know, Royal Caribbean and them, they have their own private beaches. And it's a beautiful day, don't get me wrong. But you're sharing the beach with everybody else that's on the cruise. But to have a private island to yourself, I said a private beach, I'm sorry, private island to yourself where it's just you and 6 other women, honey, I need that kind of life. I just need to tell y'all that. I tell my mama all the time, I was supposed to be rich. I was supposed to be born to a wealthy family. Y'all screwed up. What happened? I have expensive taste. And that, beautiful. So, Lisa goes to Teddy and Kyle's room. Now, she didn't go there by accident. She wanted to know what the hell was going on the night before that nobody told her. She went straight to Kyle and was like, now, what the hell did I miss last night? What were y'all talking about? So they tell her the whole story about the dog. Lisa said, let me tell you, Renna, I'm going to have to call them by their last name. Renna said, let me tell you something. She said, this is classic Vanderpump. She said, she set y'all up. And then she didn't put y'all in the middle of this bullshit. She said, because it's nowhere in the world that Vanderpump's employee would be able to tell business about one of her supposed best friends without her consent. And for him to call Teddy and tell Teddy this, and then when Teddy and Kyle walk in the door, the first thing he starts talking about is this dog and telling them the story about what Dorit did with this dog while Lisa is standing right there. She said, there's no accident. That's not accident. Lisa did that. That's Lisa's passive-aggressive way of wanting the story to get out there because she's still mad at Dorit, but not looking like the bad guy. Now, let me say this to y'all. I started watching Beverly Hills at the beginning when they first started. I watched like the first season, and then I skipped a couple of seasons, and then I came back. I don't give Lisa Vanderpump that much credit. Now, maybe this is who she is. Maybe there have been things in the seasons that I missed that support that theory. But I honestly don't give her that much. I don't give her that much credit. I don't think she put that much thought into setting this whole thing up. Now, I will say this. If she didn't want that story to be told, she would have cut him off when he started telling it, or she would have made it very clear that she was not happy that he shared that information. Now, that much is true. But I don't think that she sat down and devised this whole plan. I just don't think she did it. Now, maybe she did. So anyway, the ladies get ready. They're going to the private beach. Excuse me, I keep saying it's a private beach, y'all. It's a private island. They're going to the private island. They got their butlers, and they get to the island, and, you know, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful, y'all. It's beautiful. Now, the majority of the ladies go to the beach, and they do the things that people do on the beach. And they're having a good time, and they're splashing around, and they're throwing sand, and life is great. Lisa and Denise go to have a massage, and they get to bonding a little bit, and they get to sharing their story. We find out that Denise adopted. We know that Denise adopted a third daughter, but we didn't know that she was special needs, and so she's telling the story a little bit about her special needs daughter, and Lisa is talking a little bit about her adoption journey and things of that nature. So you get to learn a little bit more. You get a little more information about Denise. And they're, like I said, they're on the beach frolicking, and they're having a great time on the beach. And at some point, somewhere, somehow, some point, they talk about the dog again before lunch? No, they don't. I don't think they do. But at lunchtime, because they all come back together for lunch. At lunchtime, they're sitting around, they're having lunch. And they're sort of doing a check-in. Because, again, here go Renna stirring. She's stirring up the pot. She said, well, you know, I think that, you know, everybody's in a good place right now. But I think that, you know, we're all at a place where, you know, everybody sort of has something that's going on. So let's go around the table. Let's just have a check-in. Because, see, you're trying to bring up that whole dog story. And you're waiting for Lisa or Dorit. You're waiting for your opening. You're waiting for your opening, Renna. Now, I don't know if Renna was born on this season just to be messy, but she doing a damn good job of it. Now, they have lunch. They're at lunch, I'm sorry. And so when it gets around to Lisa, Lisa says she's good and all that good stuff. But then she says, well, you know, I do have something I would like to say. I do have something on my mind. And she said, you know, Erica, when my brother passed, you sent me a note. And I just thought that was a little impersonal. And I just expected more from you. I thought we were better friends than that. Honey, what'd she do that for? Lisa, you know, Erica was like, look, first of all, I didn't think a phone call was appropriate. And I don't know what is more personal than a handwritten note from me and my husband. Like, it was on her personal stationery. It was handwritten by her. She said, I don't know what's more personal. You know, that is how I chose to let you know that I was there for you and I had your support. I mean, and you had my support. And so it was a very tense moment because I know Erica don't do no shit. When she feels like she's being attacked, she gonna give it back tenfold, whether it's warranted or not. Because sometimes Erica goes from 0 to 100 and it's not always warranted. Excuse me. In this situation, I could definitely understand why she was upset. Because it's like, look, no matter what I did, it wasn't going to be good enough. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. I sent the woman a handwritten note, but that wasn't good enough. Like, I just don't know what people want. And so I would have probably felt a little pissed off about that too. And Lisa, you know, she's crying and emotional. And again, like I said, she's grieving, you know, and that's pretty much where that ended. Like I said, Erica was pissed. And Lisa was like, well, you know, Erica, can we just move on? Erica was like, yeah, let's move on. Don't bring it up again, though. She's like, don't bring that shit up again. And what it's good, you know. But, honey, that was a moment. Lisa ain't know what she bit off with that one. I don't know why she ain't know. Erica done showed you. But see, people like Lisa think somebody will do it with everybody else but won't do it to them. Honey, Erica let you know. You can get it too. You can get it too. So they go back to the hotel and they're getting ready for dinner. And they're all once again, Denise is like, I just had this cute little cocktail dress. I didn't know it was runway couture. I didn't know that's what we were doing. So here go Lisa. She goes to Erica Jane's room. Now, Lisa, that suit she had on was bad. It was cute. It was real nice. It was all prints and nice colors, and it was definitely for somebody her size. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to wear something that was that busy all over my body, but it definitely looked good on her. I thought it looked nice. She gonna go to Erica talking about, so what was all that about? Why was Lisa so... Erica was like, look, I don't know what she tripping about. She was like, but I tell you what I do know. I got my receipts. Here go the card I sent her right here. Now, you tell me you don't think that this is personal. And it was a really nice... When she read it out loud, it was actually a really nice note. So they're at dinner, and they're all having a good time. And so at some point, everybody gets up and goes to the bathroom at the same time, except for... I want to say it was Lisa, Kyle, maybe Teddy? Was it Teddy? And Dorit. Either way, it was the people who were involved in Doggate. Let me just say that. It was in Doggate. And Kyle says to Lisa, you know, I feel really uncomfortable around Dorit now because... Oh, no, Dorit wasn't there. Because she was saying, I feel really uncomfortable around Dorit because, you know, I know what happened with the dog, but Dorit doesn't know that I know. And it's just really uncomfortable. I mean, did you tell Dorit that I knew? And Lisa was like... I guess, like, I told her you knew, like, and Dorit, you know, she said, well, I just feel really uncomfortable. I just feel like I'm in the middle of this, and I just feel like I'm being fake. Now, I don't understand why Kyle, other than the fact that Lisa put that battery in your damn back, I don't understand why you feel all uncomfortable and why it's a big deal. Like, I don't get it. But all of a sudden now it's an issue. And, of course, Erica Jane is sitting at the table, and Erica's like, what? And she's like, what are we talking about now? We talking about this dog? Is that what's going on? And Lisa was like, Erica was like, look, I don't want no parts of this shit. Like, I don't want no parts of this. Whatever this is that y'all doing, I don't want it. And Teddy was like, and so they get to talking, and then everybody comes back from from the bathroom. And so it becomes a group discussion about this damn dog. And Dorit was just like, I don't understand why are we still talking about this? I thought we had moved on. I thought it was settled. And Erica said, look, I know the story. She told me about the situation with the dog. She thought she gave the dog to a good home. She had no way of knowing that that dog was going to end up at the shelter. It was done with no malice. And Lisa was even like, I know it wasn't. I don't think it was done with any malice. At the end of the day, my only concern was that she should have called me instead of doing something else with the dog. If the dog wasn't safe, then absolutely, she made the right decision for her family. However, I wish she would have called me. But it was over. And in this situation, I kind of believe Lisa. Like I said, I'm not giving Lisa this much credit. But Lisa Rinna stirring that pot. And so they get to having this big argument at dinner. And Dorit gets upset. Y'all know Dorit, she get to crying. And Dorit is like, because, she feels, I'm sure she's embarrassed. I'm sure she's feeling a little attacked at this point. Because it's like, and in my mind, I'm thinking, it's a damn dog that is fine now. It didn't get euthanized. You have the dog. Juicy is good. I think the baby name is Juicy Apple or some shit. The dog is fine. Why are we messing up this beautiful vacation over this damn dog? Then Teddy gonna say, well, I feel like, I feel set up. And so at one point, Lisa tried to throw it back on Teddy. And Teddy was like, oh, no. No, what you won't do, you won't put this on me. You won't make it my fault. You won't make it my problem. You will not put this on me. And with that, honey, she got her from that table and she sashayed her ass right on up out of there. I said, oh boy, here we go. And that was last night's episode. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.